जगद्भासयते किलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धिमामकम् गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा. The spiritual significances of flowers by our Divine Mother. Part 1. Flowers and their significance. Chapter 1. Aditi and Avatar. Page 4. Avatar. Sri Aurobindo says, the word avatara means a descent. It is a coming down of the divine below the line which divides the divine from the human world or status. Our Divine Mother says, an avatar is an emanation of the Supreme Lord who assumes a human body on earth. Sri Aurobindo says, an avatar, roughly speaking, is one who is conscious of the presence and power of the divine born in him or descended into him and governing from within his will and life and action. He feels identified inwardly with this divine power and presence. Sri Aurobindo says, the reason for which the avatars descend is to raise up man again and again, developing in him a higher and ever higher humanity, a greater and yet greater development of divine being, bringing more and more of heaven again and again upon the earth until our toil is done, our work accomplished, and Sachidananda fulfilled in all, even here, even in this material universe. Sri Aurobindo says, the avatar comes to reveal the divine nature in man above this lower nature and to show what are the divine works, free, unegoistic, disinterested, impersonal, universal, full of the divine light, the divine power, and the divine love. He comes as the divine personality which shall fill the consciousness of the human being and replace the limited egoistic personality so that it shall be liberated out of ego into infinity and universality, out of birth into immortality. He comes as the divine power and love which calls men to itself so that they may take refuge in that, and no longer in the insufficiency of their human wills and the strife of their human fear, wrath, and passion, and liberated from all this unquiet and suffering, may live in the calm and bliss of the divine. Sri Aurobindo says, surely for the earth consciousness, the very fact that the divine manifests himself is the greatest of all splendors. Consider the obscurity here and what it would be if the divine did not directly intervene and the light of lights did not break out of the obscurity. For that is the meaning of the manifestation. His was a spirit that stood from larger spheres into our province of ephemeral sight, a colonist from immortality, his human self like a transculent cloak covered the all-wise who leads the unseen world, affiliated to cosmic space and time, and paying here God's debt to earth and man. A greater sonship was his divine right. These are the golden words of our Lord Sri Aurobindo. Avatar, the supreme manifest on earth in a body. The red lotus is Sri Aurobindo's flower. Nelumbo nucifera, pinkish red.